All right, I'm curious how Leslie Gustafson is going to handle this next segment.
Oh.
And I'm curious where she draws the line. A lot of people drink alcohol. Maybe they're smoking marijuana. And they do that. I've actually known couples where both members do it, and then some where it's just one. How does this complicate the relationship, and how do you know if it's going to actually diminish the relationship? Here she is,
Yay.
Leslie, our marriage and sex therapist. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I know almost all couples go enjoy a glass of wine together occasionally,
A lot
right?
do, and it's kind of a slippery slope conversation, isn't it? I mean, we know the big blatant red flags are like blackouts and DUIs and intermittent drunkenness, right? So if that's happening, whoa. But then there's kind of are they excessive? Is there enough quantity? What's going on there? One glass of wine a night, 4 glasses of wine. Where's the line, right? It is tricky because people do drink recreationally and socially. And so you can look at excessiveness, but when you talk about the relationship itself, it's more nuanced, which is it starting to get in the middle of the two of you? Is it a source of tension? Is it affecting the connection and the intimacy? Is your partner present, or are they just a little too loopy?
I got you.
Because you can't really attach and bond and be with somebody if you're not totally there. And that's a hard nuance and a line to draw. If you're both drinking together, again, quantity matters. But if you're self-medicating, and what I mean by that is you're drinking to feel alive or to de-stress as a way of life to cope with feelings and manage feelings, that is problematic. And you can see dramatic mood shifts is another big red flag. But to say, okay, you've had 3 and so you're an alcoholic, it's not like that. You have to watch the warning signs and red flags over time.
Right.
And when we're talking about smoking marijuana, we can look at lethargy or amotivational behavior or checking out or isolating or disconnecting.
Well, I mean, short of saying, okay, I think my spouse is an addict, that's hardcore. But what I like is it affecting the connection?
Yeah.
Is it affecting you being present and being connected to your partner? That's probably the first question to ask, right?
Yes, and why do you need to use at all? Is it just enjoyment and because you like to relax a little, because you like the taste and it's a good time? Or is it because you can't not? Because if you can't not drink, that is problematic. And we start looking at the big category of control and the lack of control and the loss of control and the negative consequences that ensue over time. Then you're looking at what we really think about as addiction.
Yeah. Do you start that conversation with, I feel like you're not connecting with me in a certain level, like when
yes, and it might be just
too much to drink,
out of concern, or if there's something. Sometimes there's disruptions of mood, and sometimes there's conflict that has ensued because someone had too much to drink, and then they're a little looser, and then they start bringing out problems, and they create chaos within the relationship. So sometimes it can add drama, and so to be able to say, I'm concerned about you, this is worrisome. I feel like you're not with me as much when you have this much to drink. I love when we just have a glass of wine, but I'm wondering if you can just have a glass of wine. We hear about it in our offices all of the time, but because alcohol and use is profound and can be very problematic.
Yep, it's a good conversation to start.
People can also keep it in the okay zone too.
Well,
a lot of people do.
And the best way, again, is to communicate all of that. And talk about miscommunication. This girl's on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram.
Miscommunication.
Not miscommunication.
She's miscommunicating everywhere.
Miscommunication. Go to her website to get a portal to all of her different accounts. Just go to authenticandtrue.com. Good to see you, my dear.
Good to see you.
Good. She's great at communication.